Good morning and welcome back to another daily market outlook where I'm going to discuss all the major JPY pairs together with you. I wanted to say and gold, but that's something I do with the USD pairs. What we can see on the JPY basket is that we have now started to trade up a little bit higher from this 4-hour demand zone that I have drawn out in the beginning of the week. We took out liquidity underneath this low here that did not have any liquidity before providing us with the push up because this was news driven, Middle Eastern news to be correct. And then we started swiping a lot of lows and breaking some highs on the 1 hour, but not really any clear structure forming. Now, I do still think it's a bit uncertain with the basket, like it's sideways price action. Not a lot is happening and we are kind of waiting, but I think that the more we wait, the bigger the reaction is going to be. So we're either going to see a push in towards the downside or a push in towards the upside. I do still think that this is not a really pretty high and we can take this high out, but on the other hand, the low is also not strong and we can take that out. So it's still waiting. Yes, there is some bullish order flow now starting on the 1 hour over here, but it's not really convincing and strong. So I'm still careful with positions on the JPY basket. Eventually, yes, if I just follow my mechanical rules, I want to see the price trade down towards the 0.5 level, then provide us with a change of character and continue down lower. But this does not always happen, and we have to just react on what the market gives us. So let's see what we can give, or what it can give and what we can get. For me, preferably now, and I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes when we go over GBP JPY, but I want to see JPY going a bit higher towards weekly open, maybe taking out some more liquidity or just forming order flow and start trading towards this high at least. I'm going to tell you why in a few minutes. First, we go to your GPY. Your GPY for me is still in between a fight, or in a fight between supply over here and demand over here. Yes, we have some equal lows situated here, and preferably we take those out. But for me, I'm going to wait. Yes, I'm going to wait for some more longs in the long term because I want to long this from anywhere in discount zone when we taken out some liquidity. Could even be this over here, then a change of character and then up. But for now, your GPY is a no trader for me, also because we are trading after the break of structure and we're at all-time highs, I assume, if we zoom out. Yeah, we are. So yeah, it's going to be waiting a little bit longer, and then eventually when our time comes, taking those A plus longs. Then GBP JPY. Why I've been talking about this is because I am looking for a short position, something like this. Like we have a lot of ugly lows here. This is just ascending lows. So, oh wait, like this. This is just a lot of liquidity for me. I want to take at least those out, and then yeah, this low over here where it all started on the market open is also rather weak because it didn't take out any real liquidity. Then what we can see is this push up didn't provide us with a break of structure, so this high can be considered strong because it swiped the previous highs. Then we started to break down lower. Then over here what you can see is that the market open came. There was no liquidity situated here. We take out that liquidity. We break down, so a lot of sellers coming into the market. We swipe those sellers out and we take out all the liquidity that's situated over here. But this high is still strong. And now what I want to do is I look at the first and then the second 1 hour fractal break, and I want to enter on that liquidity on that fractal high on the 1 hour for us to provide this and then continue down lower towards this low, but I don't trade any further with a static 1 to 2 risk to reward, and let's see if we can get tapped into this position eventually. But this is something I am monitoring closely for now. Also, yeah, if we take out this low or even this low, I want to wait for some long opportunities again. And of course, preferably we trade back down into this demand zone situated over here, like this, for our bullish chain. And then also together with that 0.5, this zone provides us with some confirmation that we can trade up higher. But let's wait. First, let's see if we can maybe grab a position on GJ this end of the week and maybe next week. Then we have your out JPY. I have to look at the pair sometimes. I cover so much pairs at one time that I sometimes misspeak. Yeah, this is not providing me with anything at the moment. Really slow price action at the top here. And not something I want to get involved in. We are after a 4-hour break of structure. Yes, we're trading inside this supply zone and this supply zone over here. This is the supply zone here situated. Yes, it could provide us with lower prices. And then, of course, you can look for a short, but for me, this is not a plus, and I rather wait because we made a break of structure in towards the upside. I want to wait to trade towards liquidity situated here underneath this low as well, because these are rather equal lows. And then with the 0.5 FIB, also rather equal lows, and then see a reaction in towards the upside from there. If we do break like really clean and we retrace back up, then I want to look for shorts toward these liquidity levels. But this price action over here is rather slow and I don't want to trade that. Then we have NZD JPY. NZD JPY did swipe some liquidity above these highs and now started to break down lower. But also we are still bullish because what we did over here, let me check. We have a break of structure here, then we have a break of structure here, so bullish. Then we break bearish here, and between this high and this low, you're bearish, but now you have broken this high once again, so you are once again bullish for our break of structure. You are once again bullish between this low and this high, and now you want to retrace towards that 0.5 or at least a clear demand zone. And there is still a lot of liquidity open here. Even this demand zone is not the stronger, so I would preferably see this go and then see a change of character and get into new longs, but also going to be a waiting game. CAD JPY started to trade down lower. On the 1 hour, it's more clear for me. What I want to see is this liquidity underneath these lows at least go. And after we take that out, we have a 1 hour demand zone situated over here. Sorry, it's demand zone. And I want to see some kind of reaction together with the 0.5 FIB tool. Yeah, if we can get that, it would be beautiful. And then we have some A+ longs. And of course, there is also a nice target open here that I want to trade towards. So there is a lot of room to trade towards this high. And I think some really nice long setups can form in the coming weeks. Then last but not least, we have CHF JPY. I was looking for a long yesterday over here after I considered this a rather strong low, providing us with a break of structure up. Then we took out some liquidity here and we started to see a break up, and then I wanted to come back and trade up higher, but price just continues down lower, and I think we're going towards at least this low now to take this out. And wait for some confirmation in this the demand zone situated over here. Also, we are after a break of structure, so we can expect a pullback towards at least the 0.5. And if we do, then of course, as with all the other JPY pairs, I want to look for a change of character and then trade towards the highs once again. Guys, that's it for today. A really quick one because there's not a lot happening and the JPY basket is not really moving. So the only potential setups that I have for today are GU. That looks really good, and I'm going to monitor it closely to see if we can get into any positions. But I will update that to you on Monday once again when we're back. Guys, enjoy the weekend. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more. I am here Monday to Friday with daily market updates on JPY and USD pairs. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye.